Hey, what's up guys, DiplexHeated again. Welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2 and Rob's Realism mod. Today, we are combining Lord of the Rings and World War II. We are about to witness a British defense of Helms Deep, and Isengard will today be played by the Germans, of course. They have similar outfits, at least when it comes to the color, and I think the British and their somewhat green, at times, tunics could be matched with the Rohirrim. And then, of course, we do have all the elements that took part during the actual battle of Helm's Deep in Lord of the Rings, but it's going to be done in a World War II style, so I think it'll be a pretty damn interesting fight. Now, this map and mission has been made by Mighty Mapper 123, and the map is actually from a work-in-progress mod for Men of War Assault Squad 2, which is indeed a Lord of the Rings mod, but before that's done, let's use it for a World War II scenario, so I'm pretty excited to see how it's gonna go down. So here we have the British on the wall and in their positions. Hey, I'm excited. So without further ado, let's click start. And let's have the battle play out. Here comes the massive German horde. Panthers and infantry. It is just a swarm coming in right now. I think I'd like them a little more dark. In order for them to match Isengard a little bit better. We'd have to use like the parade uniforms of the SS in order to do that, and I think we'd have to use some slightly more green uniforms of the Brits. I think some of the commandos, or potentially the airborne, have more green elements part of the uniforms, but look at these Panthers, what are they doing? They're going nuts. Okay, so they ran into each other outside the wall. Oh, jeez. The Panther, I guess, played the Berserker who placed the actual explosive there by the river, and the wall has been opened up now. There's a breach in Helm's Deep, the main wall, and the British soldiers here on the wall itself are trying to just hold back the German infantry coming in. 3 Churchills on the outside, providing kind of a frontal defense before the wall itself, but it seems like they're being worked down quite nicely here by the German infantry and armor. So sorry for not uploading any videos in a week. I actually took a huge Easter break from Thursday till today practically, so a week, and I did plenty of things. I went around Sweden, visited a bunch of castles, ate really well, and just had a overall pretty fun adventure with 2 friends. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see more. I always upload a lot of stuff there. So if you wonder where my videos are, you'll probably just be able to see a picture or 2 come up on Instagram, and you'll know I'm alive and that I'm just not by my computer. So check out my Instagram page. I'd like to get some more followers because it's a nice way to reach out to you guys and for you to be able to reach me as well. So let's see here what's going on. The first wave has been not completely dealt with. That would be the wrong thing to say. But a lot of German casualties littered the ground out here. You could say it's from the British archer fire. Volleys after volleys, but the wall itself is starting to take a lot of poundings now. It's not looking all too good. Jeez. So the inner defense now is kicking in. Look at this. Lots of targets out there. Mortars firing away as well. Vickers, the Enfields. It's crazy. But the main German storm hasn't even come into range yet. It's coming here from the right side, which was slightly lesser defended. The plane has crashed up on the ramp, so the German infantry cannot use it to get up here, which is why there's not a lot of defenders up here, but we do have more on the walls, the inner section back there. More Vickers machine guns just defending the stairs too. That's quite ambitious. I'd say there's a good chance that the Germans are gonna take a lot of beating today trying to get into the fort itself. This is really cool. Love this map. Would be great to see it with also Born in the Fire America mod with the muskets and everything. I think that would work really well, especially the bayonets. I wonder if the Germans can. Let's do something cool here. So the map maker, Mighty Mapper 123, gave me permission to give the Germans a bit of nudge at times. So I'm not going to necessarily control them as much. I'm just going to give them the incentive to kind of get on the wall. And look at that. The mortar just brought some down. Forwards. That is so cool as they're being shot down from the wall. Had to get a screenshot of that. Look at him fall. That is so cool. Never seen that before. That is amazing. All right, let's bring some soldiers up on this side as well. Forward, you maggots. Damn. This wall, this wave has been like completely eradicated. There we go. Oh man, it's hard. I think are we getting some people up the wall? No, this is just a butcher. Or slaughter rather. It's not a butcher, but it's a slaughter, that's for sure. There's a panther here. I'm gonna take executive command and let's roll it up here to provide some more cover for the attacking Germans. The Germans. Let's bring it in as well. Look at that. Oh, they're being shot down. I think there's no chance in doing that. Oh, wow, look at all the equipment. This guy's just mowing him up. Now, this could be considered slightly problematic for the British defense back there. I think we'll keep it here to cover the... Ooh, that's got to be the next German wave. It's sounded pretty heavy. Yep. Okay, this panther wants to do stuff, so let's give it all the time it needs. But yeah, that's about... I think I'm going to try and keep my hands off of the commanding now. Oh, that panther is doing good stuff. Well, I don't know why it's not returning fire, but I think it wants to open up for more German soldiers to be able to run in. These guys are seem pretty firm in what they want to do. Gotta give him a little bit of hand. Sometimes it can be quite tricky to make all the pathfinding here. More German soldiers are hitting the breach back here. Let's try and get a few more up the wall. It can't be impossible. It just cannot. It cannot be impossible. Why don't we try and get some up here? There we go. Where did the other one go? It's backing off. It's like, nope. I don't want to go there again. I've seen enough. I'm stepping out. Let's see what this guy will do. Oh, damn. There's a lot of firepower around here. But yeah, that wall attack is... Like, climbing the wall is not going to work well at all. Now he wants to go in. Now he's eager. Look at you. Look at you. I think this huge crater is somewhat preventing for the German armor to make too many fancy moves, but any Piets or AT grenades around here? I think now would be a good time to use them. Commando, don't you have anything? Of course you do. Come on, man. There we go. It made it shake a bit, but it then laughed and started moving again. German forces are finally starting to go through the breach now. And once again, I'm only really following the developer's instructions when I'm sending more troopers in. So... don't worry about that. Holy shit, though. The Germans are given, like, absolutely no chance to really make it here. So I think it's really a good thing to send in some Panthers, or we'd have a very short battle on our hands. I do hope for the sake of the Germans that they have more waves on the way. I think we just have to kind of place these guys in for some sort of cover. I mean, we do want to recreate the feeling of Helms Deep, so we do in many ways want to get really far up there to the final stages. We really, really do that. There we go. Nice. It's a bloodbath. It's an absolute bloodbath. Jesus. Oh mein Gott. Wir wollen getroffen. So now I think it's safe to scale the walls, because we actually have German troops doing some dance moves up on the wall themselves. So that's great. I think we can leave it to the AI now. We might see another huge German wave of infantry and armor coming soon. But what they have inside now might just be enough to put some pressure on the Brits up there. Look, they can run through here. That's kind of where they have to go, right? Where does this take them? Oh, that's nowhere. That's blocked off. So the walls is actually where they have to go. So I think they will be doing that in this very moment. I think we're about to see some action on the inside here. Look at them running up. That's brilliant, because all the AI will do that automatically, so I don't have to worry about that. Look. So far so good for the Brits defending. Germans, though. Oh, that was a lot of rifle fire. Nice hiding place there. Ooh, that could be a little disruptive for the defenders. It's always cute. It's really fun. Whoa, what was that? Holy shit! The Rohirrim has arrived. Yep. It's awesome. The Rohirrim has arrived. That is fantastic. Look at that. The Germans definitely got close. I think I was even perhaps supposed to help the Germans a tiny bit more. They were so close to getting up here. And, I mean, with a little more help or with a little more time, not necessarily infantry, because they have a lot of that, they would definitely have taken the fort itself. But now it's like a counter defense. Now the Germans got to man the walls. Be ready to hold back the attacking Americans down there. The Rohirrim, of course, coming in with a swarm to clear this place out. That is absolutely fantastic. Look at that. What a glorious Helms Deep battle. It really does quite feel like the movie. And then we have some of the Germans really trying to get in here. As the final British defenders really do their best to hold. They await the assistance that is waiting outside the walls, but the Americans have not yet made their way into the actual fort. Wow, this is really interesting, because the Germans here are going to be forced to, like... Look, they're running around in circles, and they do have two Panthers holding the outside. And two Panthers versus a couple of Shermans. I don't know, I think the Shermans are going to have a little bit of trouble here, but right now, all I see is the Germans, like, trying to retreat into the actual fortress. That's where they are the safest right now, and then the Americans would have to counterattack. As weird as that sound, they are the safest inside the fortress right now. And the Americans are trying to make their way in. What a crazy battle. Let's take a look at casualties. Let's get the Allies in yellow and the Germans in red. And really, out here, it's been like the craziest of displays. So many Germans have gone down to mortar fire and machine gun fire and all that on the walls. And the breach itself was a nightmare. I mean, probably a good 60 or 50 guys dead there by that crater. But then, of course, look at the big collections of Allied forces here and there as well. Oh, and up here, not to mention that. So the Brits did manage to defend the very, very top of it, but I think the Germans, with a little more time, could have potentially been able to do it. They did have to sacrifice a lot of the assets down here to kind of hold the Americans back. That guy's trying to pick up the grenade, but he failed repeatedly. I saw him just bending down and down and down and trying to pick it up, but it didn't work. So I think that's pretty much game over. We're going to call it a quit. The remaining troopers will surrender, but wow. What a fight. Hope you guys enjoyed this take on a Helms Deep versus kind of World War II scenario. And yeah, look forward to more videos coming out soon, and I'll see you guys soon again. Ciao.